Welcome to the Sports Right Show with Sports Pops. Listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the Royce Ortiz. Dallas Cowboys neighborhood with Mr. Wilson. It's about time with Top Bomb Maverick and the big crew. Start your engines. The Sports Right Show is ready. Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Right Show. I am your host, Sports Pops. And remember, here at the Sports Right Show, every sports story belongs to you. But in order to bring all the sports stories, we need the best peak crew in sports today. So let me start with listen to the voices. If you want to get in trouble with the Voice Ortiz, back from France, Italy, Greek, Kenya, Cambodia, India, Turkey, the one and only, the Dallas Cowboys neighborhood with Mr. Wilson. And tonight, we got our special guest, Wilfred Anthony Gonzalez, better known as the lost son of Baker Mayfield. Look at him. They look identical. I don't know, Baker. You might have to go to
DNA.
Yeah, DNA testing here at Hillsborough County. Because my man, let me tell you, they look very, 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 very similar. Before we get this the show started, I just want to say that this show is brought to you by Milorian. If you want a professional marketing campaign, you want a professional podcast, you do it at Milorian here. Milorian at TB City. And let's start with baseball. And the first thing I got to do before we start baseball is one thing really quick. I just, let me see if this comes out the way we want it.
Le quartier des Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Il quartiere dei Dallas Cowboys.
And
Sintonia con Dallas Cowboys.
okay, we did Frenchy, we French fries. We also did fangulo, pizza, Italiano. And then we did the Greek salad at the end because we don't know how he's going to be speaking this week after, being in the different countries. Oh, you should have seen that video with the gondolas. Bro, he thought he was Denzel Washington, Hey, hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I mean, he was amazing. But anyway, let's go into our segment. Listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the Voice Ortiz, because Wilfred Anthony is going to be making some comments about what we're talking today. And it's about if the Red Sox are becoming the Red Sox again since, like the beginning of the year. So, boys, I'm going to let you take over and explain everything that is happening with the Red Sox that are losing 4 games in a row. They're in a bad losing winning streak right now, or losing streak. I'm sorry. I take that back. And then we'll let our guest, which I will introduce as soon as he's ready to talk. So let's go and see what you got to say about those Red Sox, Mr. Voice.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. They've lost 4 in a row. I thought it was 3, but thank you for the correction. Matter of fact, right now they're live and they're already losing 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning to the Blue Jays. Even if they lose a 5th game, yeah, it's a little bit of a concern, but after they went on that 15-game winning streak, which was a club record, and then they went on another 9-game winning streak. The Red Sox pretty much are where they're supposed to be. I was reading an article the other day that, the predictions before the season, they're right where they're supposed to be at right now. Okay. It's just how they got there, because July 3rd, there were 13 games under 500. And then a couple months later, they were 13 games over 500. Right now, they still have the second wildcard spot is still theirs. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a concern, but let's also remember Gary Crochet, their ace, and Roman Anthony, one of the best young hitters in the game today. They've been out for the past 3-4 months. They're saying that, they're starting to throw, and then Anthony's starting to swing the bat. There's still a long way to go, but think about it. They did all of that with their best hitter and their best pitcher sidelined for almost 4 months. So am I worried? Yeah, a little bit, but hey, hey, they can start another winning streak. You know. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. These are two of the Tampa Bay fans that I've probably been to like one game.
Tampa
maybe.
Bay? I'm
You,
not
you,
a Tampa Bay fan.
hey,
I mean, I
hey,
love
hey.
the team here, our beautiful TV
but-
city.
But hold on. Didn't you pick the Red Sox? What are you crying and doing all of this for?
Wait a second. No. When they fired Cora, I came
No, I
back to
did,
you
I did.
and asked you if I could go ahead and change my pick, and you
I said
immediately
no.
said, no, you
I
can't
said
change
no.
it. So I'm
you-
expecting them not to be in the playoffs. That's what I've said the whole year. So, we're
Oh, no,
still
no, no.
there arguing with the same thing.
I'm sticking with my team. I mean, there's still a lot
As
of
you
baseball
should.
left.
As you should, voice. I expect nothing less from you.
I'm sticking with my team.
Hey,
I'm
Good
sticking
for
with
you.
my team.
You love those Miami Dolphins. Loving the Red Sox should be anything
Hey.
very easy for you to
Hey.
do. I mean, masoquista.
Hey, you know,
Anyway.
hey, you know,
should I go and get my
if you're a
Red Sox
fan,
hat?
you're a fan for life.
What?
Should I go get my Red Sox hat?
No, it's not necessary,
Uh-oh.
man. They're on a
because
four
I'll
losing
wear it
streak,
next.
and
I'll
they're
wear it
losing.
next week because now I'm rooting for the Red Sox to make it because Sports Pops is not staying true to what he selected at the beginning of the season. That's
I
trash.
did, but there were
No.
some variables like they fired Cora at the beginning of the year. I was not expecting that. That's my boy from Puerto Rico, and he got fired, man. There's no way I can feel that energy and say, "Oh, here they come." I mean, the winning
Should I
streak with
start
the
crying
15
now?
games and the 9 games, but now they have lost 4 in a row, and you cannot do my.
Hey, listen, you got to do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Oh, they
Thank you,
fired
thank
my
you.
guy. So what?
Thank
Move
you.
on.
He came me even worse after the vacation. I thought he was going to be a nicer guy, but he's still nasty little boy, Mr. Wilson and his Dallas Cowboys neighborhood. Let me do my introduction here with Wilfred Anthony Gonzalez. Wilfred, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about you and what are you doing besides looking like Baker Mayfield?
So I went. I just transferred to University of Missouri to go play in the SEC, and then from FGCU, I went JUCO for 2 years, Seminole State in Oklahoma, and then I graduated from Doral Academy in Miami, which
Okay,
we were a
perfect.
powerhouse my senior year.
There we go.
Hey, baby, 305.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What do you think about the situation with the Red Sox, or will you call them Red Sox?
For me, Red Sox are probably my favorite team, so I think they'll be all right. I think with Ali Rutschman back in the lineup, and when they get Crochet back and they get Roman Anthony back, I think I saw today that he's hitting off the trade jack, the machine that like simulates the pitcher. That he's already hitting off that, so I think he'll be back in probably a couple of weeks, and then when we get Cutter Crawford back. He went to Florida Gophers as well, so I know like a good amount about him, and I feel like he'll help the bullpen out a lot. Just take off some innings off Whitlock and Chapman.
Okay, let me ask you this, W8. After the Dodgers, the Blue Evil Empire of the National League, acquire Scooble, do you feel that this is something that is done? They're going to win the World Series no matter what? I know they're not hitting. And we discussed this past weekend because I was in Miami. So
I think they had. I don't think they could win this year. Like I don't think they go 3 in a row. I don't think they got it like that to go 3 in a row. They have the pitching staff to do it, but like I said, their hitting's been off the whole year, and for them to win it, Mookie Betts has to get hot again, and him hitting like 230 is not gonna cut it. And then obviously you got Blake Snell. Just came back and he shoved yesterday. I think it was yesterday, if I'm not wrong. I don't think the Dodgers win again.
okay, let me ask you this then: who you think will come out of the National League to be in the World Series?
I think they do make the World Series, but I don't think they win it.
Oh wow, what a
Yeah.
take! Okay,
Yeah, I think they make the World Series, but they don't win it.
and who they will lose the World Series to?
I'm a little biased. I think they lose to the Red Sox, but that's just me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. You made the boys proud. He's a proud. He might say you're his nephew.
Hey, hey, you know what though? Pre-production. What I was telling you. First of all, I'm gonna call him Mini Gonzalez. First of all, I hope that God gives you plenty of, health, so you can go ahead and do your
Yeah.
thing. Hopefully, one day I'm gonna finally say, man, I knew somebody that made it all the way to the top. But what did I tell you? Hopefully, you get picked by the Marlins. They're gonna bring you up through the system. They're gonna build you up. Once you start kicking ass with their team, they're gonna send you to a real team where you're gonna make that big ass bread. So good luck to you, baby. Because that's all they do. That's all they're
Hopefully, God
known
willing.
for.
Mr. Wilson, do you think he should go play for the Marlins?
It wouldn't. Hey, listen, the Marlins farm system. If you look around the league, a lot of the top players around the league went through the farming system in Miami.
Yeah.
So
they don't have a problem with scouting or anything like that. They don't have a problem with scouting. They have a problem with accounting. They have a problem with paying people. So yes, Wilfred, Mini Gonzalez, go out there, do whatever it takes to get through that farming system. If it's in Miami, great. They've got a great track record of getting guys paid, just not paying them.
I think he can be, Wilfred A. Gonzalez, better known as, or AKA as Baker Mayfield Jr. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that he can go through that. I'm going to put you on the spot, Baker Mayfield Jr. here. Who's still your baseball advisor? I just want to know.
Javier.
Yeah, I know that guy. He don't know.
Yeah, we know the guy.
Sports Pops is the guy that is advising this young man, and hopefully I can continue to do that in his amazing career. So far, college has been unbelievable for him. Even high school. I mean, when he went to Doral Academy, I remember, and I don't know, I said, you got to hit over 400. How much you end up hitting at Doral Academy for that year?
I think it was like 455 or something like that.
Gracious.
Yes, and then he went to Seminole State College, hit 328 the first year, but tell him how much you hit the second year.
394.
Hottie. And then last year he had a great season with Florida Gulf Coast University. His brother's alma mater, Julio Gonzalez. So they were following that path, but eventually, he has a bigger opportunity with the University of Missouri. So now he's going to be a Mizu. So we're going to be watching a lot of University of Missouri. Go for it.
Hey, what position do you play, brother?
I play 4 positions. I play third, short, second, and catch. Yeah, but my main right now is middle infield, short and second.
That's one of the better things that can happen to you because, hey, man, the utility players, they're valuable anywhere at any level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially in MLB, that they're always looking for people that can play more than one position. Man, kudos to you, man. That's great, man.
Thank you.
Okay,
I can play some outfield too. Like no problem. Just put me out there.
Yeah.
Okay. We know your favorite team, the Boston Red Sox. What is your favorite food?
Like where it's from, or like what's
Yeah. It can be, Puerto Rican, or you can say
it's Puerto Rican food. It's arroz guisado for sure.
arroz guisado. Okay, there we go. Okay, who's your favorite player all time?
All time is Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Who you think
Great
is the
choice.
greatest baseball of all times?
Baseball player of all time?
Yeah,
Barry Bonds.
there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
greatest pitcher of all times.
Damn.
Mm.
There's so many, man. There's just so many.
No, but it's an opinion. Like me, for me, it's
me-
Brett Maddox.
For me, I like either Clemens or Randy Johnson.
Okay.
Oof, wow.
Yeah.
Best
Damn.
coach of all times or manager.
Oh,
in
what's
this
the
case.
guy's name? He was with the Marlins and I think with the Tiger. Jim
Jim
Oh,
Leland.
Jim Leland. Now he was
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah.
There we
Was
go.
he with the Marlins at one point?
Yeah, he was with the Marlins
Yeah.
at one
Yeah,
point.
he won a championship.
Yeah.
He came out to Miami and won the championship there
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Great coach. Okay. Best cheerleader of all time. No, don't say that. We don't want your lady to get upset that you say who's the best cheerleader in the world.
Hold on,
Well-
they have names.
Well, they do. You can say the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. You can say the Tampa Bay Bucks or the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Or you can say Chelsea Green. She looks good. You know?
I thought you were asking him to name a cheerleader. I'm like, hold on, that's weird. I didn't know they had
My
names.
bad. Okay, I said it the wrong way. But anyway, I was just trying, You guys are trying to steal my thunder, especially you, nasty little boy, Mr. Wilson. And you just came from a damn vacation after 3 weeks. You ate pizza, gyros, croissants. What else do you had out there?
Oh man, I had some moussaka. I had fava. I had
Okay,
I had a whole bunch. of stuff, man.
I'm not that smart. What the hell is that moussaka? What
I
the
know,
hell is that?
I know. I'm like, what is that?
Moussaka is kind of like a lasagna or like a shepherd's pie. It's made with eggplant and then like ground beef, and then they have like cheese and everything on top.
Oh, that's eggplant parmesan. That's what is it? That's it.
Most people eat the same stuff. They just call it something different. That's all.
But let me ask you, what country is that from?
That was from. You can find that in a few places in Greece. So you can have.
Oh, okay.
That
So it's
in
Greek.
Like,
okay.
yeah, you can have that in like Couture. You can have it in. Santorini, Mykonos, all of those places they serve it.
Get us out of our own doubts. Did you try pizza in Italy? Please don't say you didn't.
You're not really supposed to. Like
what?
Especially where I'm from. Where I went specifically is Venice. I was in Venice, Italy, and Venice is a city that was built on the water, so they're not even allowed to have pizza ovens in the city of Venice, because all you can do is drive boats there. So if you have a fire, it's just not good. So I did have pizza, to answer your question, but it's not something that's like a staple of the place.
Okay. Any meatballs with spaghetti or lasagna from Italy? No.
Mm-mm.
What about chicken parmesan? No.
Mm-mm.
Then I'm not going to.
A lot of that stuff that you're naming, they don't even have on the menu. Those are like American Italian.
I'm not
dishes.
going to Italy then if they don't have none of that, so I can compare it with our American Italian cuisine.
Yeah, there's nothing to
Mr.
compare
Wilson,
it to
I
because
can.
It's just.
Hey, I can go to I can go to Europe. I can go to all the places that you went to, but I know for sure that I don't have my rice and beans, carne asada, queso frito. I cannot live out there.
Oh no! I went to a fritanga out there. I went to a
fritanga. Where? Where at?
Come on now.
Oh, he's joking.
Come
There's
on
no
now,
fritanga
man.
out there, man.
Come on now.
Shoot. I don't think there's fritanga in Tampa Bay. How the hell there's gonna be fritanga in Greece or
Oh no, there's
France
fritanga
or
in Tampa
Italy?
Bay.
Okay. My bad.
There's a couple.
Now,
Believe me,
I'm going to
there's a
go
couple.
back to Baker Mayfield Jr. over here. Baker, what is your second favorite food? And you better get this one right.
It's probably steak.
Nah, brother, you got to go Peruvian, and you know why I'm saying that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has to go Peruvian.
Yeah,
His amazing, beautiful lady is from Peru. And boy, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to that. My Puerto Rican people, don't get mad at me. I love my Puerto Rican food, but I think Peruvian food kicks everybody in the Spanish world. It is freaking amazing. What was it that you had the other day that you mentioned?
Anticucho. It was
Anticucho.
like it was like I think it's supposed to be like cow heart or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Bro, and it was unreal. Like it was literally unreal.
Did you drink a cusqueña with that? No.
No.
Okay.
Well, the ladies in Miami should be, used to eating people's heart because they eat every man's heart out there in Miami. So that should be their favorite plate down there in Miami. Sorry, ladies, I just call it like it is. It is what it is.
So I've had that. I've had tallarín saltado. I've had lomo saltado, and pollo saltado. It's oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
However,
they had it. They made it with a hot sauce called ricotta, something like that.
Yeah,
bro, and I think it was a little spicy, but it was real good. It was really good.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But the best food in the world for me, when my mama comes down here, ain't nobody gonna beat that lady.
Mama's cooking, baby.
Nobody.
Well, that should be at Baker Mayfield's Junior's house is the same way. She
Yeah.
makes these
Yeah.
meatballs with guava and barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Forget about it, okay? Forget about it, okay?
Yeah.
Amazing. I
Wait,
go there and
you
I
eat pas-
tell her,
you
just
eat
make me
what?
a bowl of those.
What
and
is it that you eat? Say it
She-
again, sports boss.
she makes a recipe of meatballs, but with guava and barbecue sauce combined. Woo!
Guava.
Yeah,
Guava.
it's
and
good.
And also grape. She makes this
Oh, the grape. It's like the grape jelly or something like that.
grape
Something
jelly
like-
too.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
God. It is amazing.
Oh wow, never heard of
It
that
is
before.
amazing.
Never heard
Yeah.
of it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, in our days of when we work at the federal government, Mr. Wilson and I used to do a little bit of cooking. Remember, I made those meatballs out there,
wow.
but I made them really good with some white rice, and we had some crazy parties. Not really. They were educated parties. I'm sorry, I take that back. But anyway, guys,
No comment.
no comment at all. WA. So, what do you think about the Dolphins this year?
Going to the Super Bowl.
Boom.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, lifetime concussion protocol. I'm sorry, I forgot again. To make no sense of this show, we need producer, director, cheerleader, but better known as lifetime concussion protocol. Carlos Flores, better known as Chino. You should join him on his next therapy session after you said that. Now,
Wow.
this is going to be the funny part. This morning, I was talking to your other uncle, Bernie, and he tells me he was listening to a show in Miami, and the two analysts were saying how the Dolphins are going to win 10 games.
I think they do. I think they do. I really think they do.
No, please don't drink that Kool-Aid. Hey, look, like Michael Jackson will say, "No, Chris, no, please, Chris, don't do that, Chris. No, stop singing, Chris."
Hey, but hold on. I believe they'll win 10 games in 2 seasons. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
there
win
we
10
go.
games in
And
2 years.
that's a good analysis. There we go. You
Yeah,
see?
and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
Look, Wilfred Anthony, it's a pleasure having you here. I love you to death.
Thank you for
God
having me.
bless you. I know you have something else to do at 8 o'clock, I believe, Eastern time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you look like Baker Mayfield. You got, engagements
Hey, my
everywhere.
brother. Hey, man, listen. Hey, nice to meet you. Remember what I told you, man. God is going to give you lots of health. And I'm going to say one day I finally spoke to a Major League Baseball player. Hey, go and get it,
Thank
baby.
you. I appreciate
Go
it.
and get it.
Hey, man, best
Yeah,
of
man,
luck
for
to you,
sure.
my brother.
Hey,
Good
nothing
Thank you.
but
I
love.
appreciate it.
Sure.
Nice meeting
Love
you
you,
guys.
brother. Okay, you have a good one.
You too.
Well, we had him there. We still on air. We haven't lost anybody. No flags to be thrown. Regarding, like you said, thank you for correcting that they lost 4 in a row. Well, I need to correct myself from last week. For whatever reason, I thought that Stroud went into his 5th year. He's actually going into his 4th. So for the fan
Time
that corrected
flies.
me, and I thanked them for that, and I say, my bad, I just thought it was the 5th year. I don't know why. But yeah, he's entering the fourth year of his career, early career. So we'll see how that goes. Let's talk about a little bit about our beautiful WNBA. Ain't that special? We have a couple of situations. I know you've been out lately, Mr. Wilson, but we need to talk about the ladies that had an encounter, Sophie Cunningham and the young lady from the Chicago Skies. She did a flagrant foul, 2, that cost her an immediate ejection from the game. I imagine that she probably got basically a suspension too, because usually that's what happens when you get a flagrant 2. And since they using mostly of the NBA rules, I imagine this what took place. I have no problem with somebody playing hard. I think the WNBA is playing more like the old school NBA basketball of the 80s. Okay? That's fine. But my problem is when you do the action, and it was just like a Bill and Beer type of foul, and Lambeer got a lot of flagrants, ejections, you name it. But he never went to the locker room and just write, like this young lady decided to say, white privilege. Well, why in the hell you're bringing something like that when you're the one that made the flagrant foul? It was clearly a flagrant foul. I have no problem the way you played it. I have no problem that you made the flagrant foul and you made a statement within the game. But to go and the first thing you're going to do when you go into the locker room, woo, hot, hot, hot. I don't know if you guys know Tyrus from Fox News. He used to be a wrestler, former football player. Well, he came out and he said that she should be, suspended, but also banned for the rest of the season for that comment. I'm just saying what they're saying out there, but it's a big problem that we haven't. And I don't know what to say. I mean, but I didn't like the comment. You made a flagrant foul. You got ejected. Perfect. Take your suspension and come back. If you want to say sorry to the other player, that's up to you, but it's not necessary, to be honest with you. It's basketball or basketball, like the voice will call it. Mr. Wilson, I'm going to give you the mic first regarding this situation. What are your thoughts?
Definitely a hard foul, definitely a flagrant too. I think that it was judiciated the correct way by the referees. I don't think that they missed anything, to be quite honest with you. I think that it was I don't necessarily say it was a dirty play. I don't feel like it was that. I feel like undercutting legs and things like that, that's more dirty of a play. It's a hard, aggressive play with contact to the head, neck area with the player in the vulnerable position. I think that all of those things constitute a flagrant 2. I think she should have been thrown out of the game. And if the rules state that she should also be suspended based on it being a flagrant 2, then yes, she should be suspended with that. On the after or the post-game stuff, being banned and things like that, no, it's freedom of speech. She has the right to her opinion. Ultimately, I don't think that that's an opinion that should be voiced from a league standpoint. I don't think that that's – I feel like the ladies are constantly, and I brought this up before, they're constantly getting in their way. This is basketball. If you want to say it's a BS call or something like that, call it a BS call, but don't bring politics or social issues and all of those other things into the fray. It's already convoluted as it is. It's already enough tension and everything when it comes to the WNBA. You don't want to bring other aspects of society. Play ball, hoop, play between the lines, lace them up, go out there, do your thing. These are spectacular and marvelous athletes. And I think that they just need to kind of focus back on the game and leave all of the social and all of the political stuff out there in the world. Just go hoop.
We had lunch, and let me apologize because I had Sophie Cunningham for sure, Sophie, her name, but all the young ladies, DiJonai, Carrington, and I hope I'm spelling that the correct way. She was the one involved doing the flagrant and everything else. Voice, what do you think? Once again, I guess Mr. Wilson and I were on the same page regarding the play itself. It's just the commentary after all the drama went through, and then you decided to use what you said, which was I probably got kicked out because of white privilege. I thought it was very unnecessary, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's the key. We're unnecessary. I'm with the two of you. You're athletes playing a sport that you love. Just go out there and play. Like Mr. Wilson says, lace them up, give her your all. And I like what you said, Mr. Wilson. They keep getting, shooting themselves in the foot, over and over and over again. You know what I mean? They if instead of bettering the brand, you're trying to just throw it away. It's not worth it. If you have your own opinion, wait until after the season or do it on your own time. Don't use that platform, to get into politics. You know what I mean? One thing that I'm never going to do, I don't get into politics. I may have my views here and there, but I never discuss it with anybody because everybody's right and nobody's wrong. So don't use the platform to go out there and say it publicly. Wait until you get home to tell your homegirls, whatever it is, after the season. But I see it wrong. That she brought politics into sports. I really dislike that thing, man. I don't like it at all.
Talking about getting on the way now, it seems like a new avenue, I guess, of getting on the way with the WNBA itself. I don't know if it's a message of political standards or social standards by having former NBA players announcing that they're going to enter the 2027 draft, and that includes Enes Kanter, Freedom, and Royce White. Those are the two that I got out of some information overline. But it's being reported that the WNBA commissioner will have a review to understand and the wording of what a woman is within the WNBA range. And hopefully, in my opinion, and I said it before, I'm going to sound like a broken record. I got nothing against the transgender community. But guys, you need to create your own league and leave the ladies alone. Okay? Let the ladies play the ladies and let the guys or the transgender community play against each other, and you let the boys play at the NBA level. That is my opinion. One more thing I'm going to add to this one, and people might not agree with this one, is how you got little league teams and suddenly you have a girl coming into the team? I will cut that off. And especially with the development or the starting point of the Women's Professional Baseball League. Start doing leagues for the little girls to play Little League Baseball and all the other categories all the way to high school, college, and hopefully they make it to the World Baseball Professional League for the ladies. And that should be the path for sports. But this thing that, and they keep pushing and pushing. And I'm going to ask you both, Mr. Wilson, do you think this is a social agenda or this is a political agenda, or is both of them, and why they're pushing that particular situation so far and so consistently? Let's put it that way.
In which situation are you talking about? The Little League, or are you talking about the WNBA?
No. The transgender world. With having the players wanted to cross and wanted to play in the lady sports. We had it at the swimming before. There's been boxing has been talked about that situation during the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. And now we had the WNBA with having these two names that I just mentioned before, that they want to cross and be able to be on the 2027 WNBA draft. Former NBA players.
I don't know whether or not I don't know whether or not it's political. I don't feel like it's so much political. I feel like this is more of a social trajectory that's happening here, where not just individuals, but Fortune 500 companies want to be more inclusive to make sure that. Of course, they're trying to protect their dollars as well, because now you have more people who have family members, friends, nieces, nephews, etc., who are transitioning, and they want those individuals to have a platform, to have a space to exist within this society. So they want to make sure that there's safe places for those individuals to be, and I get that. But we have to think about it we're talking sports. So we have to think about it from a competitive standpoint. We can't think of it like, well, they don't have a place to go. Well, the women didn't always have a place to go. They had to create their own league. What I mean? The WNBA didn't always exist. So they had to build a league. I think it started with maybe 4 or 8 teams. I forget what it was. Yeah. And it was a slow, gradual, progressive growth to the league. And I think that if we're going to do that, if we're going to create this space, then we need to go about those manners, to go about offering them a space to play. I don't think it's political. I think it's more just where society is kind of headed. But just to be facetious, let's say that I identify as a 10-year-old kid. So I'm going to go out there on Saturdays in Little League. I'm going to suit up and just beat the crap out of the little kids on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Like ultimately, where do we draw the line with what you identify as? Because I can identify as a kid at heart, but that doesn't mean that I go and join an optimist team and become the next coming of Lawrence Taylor, where I'm just rushing through the middle and just smacking kids around. Ultimately, there's a space for me, whether it be semi-pro league or something like that, but it doesn't mean that you can just encroach on other spaces. And I think that the transgender community and all of those who are supporting the transgender community are encroaching on the women of the WNBA. They've worked really hard to get to where they are. And if the transgender community wants to build something, I'm okay. And I'm all down to support them and build it with them. But they can't curve over into another lane that has worked so hard to establish something.
Yeah, when the voice and I we talked about this situation, it's been for weeks now. I said it. Look, guys, make your own league. I got no issues. Go ahead and make it, and I hope it becomes interesting. That we love the way you guys play, or whatever you identify as. That you give us a good another segment of sports. Let's put it that way, okay?
Yep.
To your point, that you feel like a kid at heart doesn't mean that you can go and play with the kids. But by the way, I put us on a flag football tournament, ages 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna look like Terrell Owens, Papa. I'm gonna
There
be
you go.
farming kids.
I got my big offensive lineman right over there, and I'm gonna be the quarterback.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be doing miraculous things.
I'm gonna
bro,
run
you know
my
what I mean?
9.9 on the 40, and baby, look, Heisman Trophy. You know, that type of thing. Voice, anything you want to add to this situation with the WNBA having these 2 NBA players? I don't know if there's more, but at least these are the 2 that I got today that they say that they want to be available for the 2027 WNBA draft.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys have said it all, man. I mean, there's not much left to say. And again, it's the same thing. I mean, they should make their own league. You know what I mean? They're gonna have some type of following. Okay, I'm pretty sure of it. But just to go into a league and try to put it with look, if you were born a man, you were born a man. If you were born a woman, you were born a woman. Now, obviously, men, we got stronger genes than women. So of course, if they go out and step out on the court, they're gonna dominate. Doesn't mean that they're gonna be the best players on the court. They're gonna dominate simply because they're stronger, they're faster. The genes, a man's genes is way better. I don't want to say better, but way faster, stronger than a woman. I mean, we all know that. It's scientifically proven. So I just don't think it's fair, for them to be allowed to go ahead and play and just say, oh, man, I'm the best. You see what I'm doing right here, right now? Well, if you couldn't do it in the NBA, of course you're going to be able to do it in the WNBA. Correct. So I just don't think they should do their own league, like you guys say, man.
Look, one thing is not getting on the way of the Lakers is the $12 billion that they got today. The team was sold for $12 billion. Not
Can we
millions,
get a million?
Like with the B, like Lifetime Concussion Protocol loves to say, with the B. What do you like about that acquisition, Mr. Wilson? $12 billion. It's a record set for any franchise in any sport, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it is right now. And then I'm going to ask you another question, because there was a rumor out there that Jerry Jones said that he might consider selling the team. But we'll get into that. But what do you think first about the Lakers getting this, and the Buss family will be out of there, and there's going to be a new regimen within the Lakers when it comes to ownership? And what a coincidence that after they fire LeBron, they get $12 billion. I mean, it is what it is. It's the fact. So what do you have to say about that one, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, it's the most in sports history, unless Jerry Jones goes ahead and sells the Cowboys. We all know that they're going for more than $12 billion. But I think that it's kind of bittersweet, because the Buss family has been a part of the National Basketball Association for such a long time. And you expect, like, in New York, the Maras and the, in the for the Steelers, the Rooneys. You expect these franchises to always be run by these families because these are what you call like sports deities to some extent. You know what I mean? Like these are just royal families, monarchies.
Oh yes, they are.
In sports.
They are.
You know, so I'm looking forward to see what's coming next. I can't predict because I don't know. I don't have any information about the new ownership team that's coming in.
I'm going to tell you the two names. It's Josh Kushner and Bob Iger.
Yeah,
are going to buy the Lakers for $12 billion, not millions, billions.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. But for me, like I said,
guys. That's for sure. Two rich guys.
It's more bittersweet because you always you associate the Lakers with the buses, and that's basically where I'll leave that.
That is true. Voice, how you feel about that one there? You know, having new ownership coming into the Lakers. Is it coincidence that the sale happened after LeBron is gone, or this is just something that? Because let me tell you, this is not something that just happened last week. Would you like to buy the Lakers for $12 billion? No, this had to be a long type of negotiation going back and forth until they said, okay, we agree. This is the tag. You paying that tag. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, we can't speculate if it was, like the Braun thing that they got rid of him or whatever it is. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, we were not in the locker room. We weren't in the negotiations or talks or whatever. But what I can say is $12 billion. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of money. But you know what? I'm not surprised because everything in life is going up. You know what I mean? Like even 20, 30 years ago, that the Lakers would have been worth maybe $1 billion, if anything. But everything goes up, fellas. It's a fact, right? But Mr. Wilson, I'm with you, man, because Lakers is an iconic franchise. And I thought about Mr. Buzz, the family at least is, taking it on, generation after generation. So it's kind of surreal that they sold it. But it remains to be seen, who's going to take over. There's going to be a lot of changes within that team, front office and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see. But the name itself, fellas, Lakers, that's an iconic team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They haven't done much lately, but it's an iconic name. You know what I mean? It's not like you're saying the Orlando Magic or the Hornets or, these are the Lakers.
Oh, they're making their money back. Trust me. They're making their money back.
Oh, yeah.
You know what was, in no time. It was ironic that someone from the experts made the comment that, the schedule this year basically don't have the Lakers on opening night, and why LeBron was playing for them was on opening night every time. And now that they believe Silver, the way he made the schedule, he made it favorable to have more coverage of LeBron. He's saying that LeBron is bigger to probably the most iconic or second most iconic franchise in NBA history. That's between them and the Celtics. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. And I said it before. I criticize Silver up and down. And to me, he's the worst commissioner that I ever seen. Not just at the NBA, probably in all sports. That's my take on Silver. If this is true with the comments that came from the experts regarding that take. Mr. Wilson, you feel the same way I do, or you feel a little bit differently, and you think that, the way they created the schedule and having LeBron in his 4-loaded team is the right way to go ahead and put that product in there instead of, the young teens, thinking that that's going to be your way to bring fans back, having him as the face.
Well, he's been the face for 20 plus years, going into 24 years. He draws, regardless of how anybody feels about LeBron. LeBron is a generator of income. And Adam Silver didn't even release the NBA schedule until he knew where LeBron was going to go. The primetime schedule.
Bitchy move.
What's that?
Bitchy move.
No, the
But
guy's
anyway.
a business. The guy's a businessman, and he's an engine for generating revenue. What do you mean? I'll let you get the floor back. How is
No.
a businessman?
You keep going. You keep going. I'm listening to you.
No,
I'm not saying your comment is bad. I'm saying the decision made by Silver is
correct.
That's
Okay,
what I
I'll
meant
give
with
you a
that.
second to kind of, but I think it's a good decision if you're trying to generate revenue, if you're trying to generate ratings, which is what they're trying to do, even though the ratings are slumping quite considerably. The fact of the matter is that LeBron only helps those things. He doesn't necessarily hurt them, especially this possibly being his last year. I don't think it is. I think he's going to go for 25. But
30. It's probably going to be
right now you have to
years.
think about the Lakers, and Luka Doncic may not even be healthy come opening day. So how would that impact the Lakers and them being in the primetime spot, et cetera? So I don't think it's a bad move. I think that LeBron James has done a great job generating revenue over the past 23 years for the NBA, and that's the reason why they put him at the forefront. He's the engine.
Wow. I would have OKC, playing the Knicks.
No, that's a small market. OKC,
wow.
nobody's worried about them in November.
Wow.
Nobody cares.
Philadelphia is a big market now, suddenly, or because he's there is now.
Well, Philadelphia is a big market. Yeah, it's one of the
Okay.
It's one of the bigger markets.
got
It's
you.
not LA, it's not Boston, it's not New York, but Philly's up there when it comes to market size.
Wow. I'm hurt. You come back and you come with all this, information that confuses our fans. I'm just kidding.
I hope
Voice.
if they're sports fans, they can follow this. This is as simplistic as it gets.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Especially for me, it doesn't get that simple. But anyway, Voice, what do you think with that decision and the comments that they were made by the experts regarding the Commissioner of Silver making that decision and making the schedule the way it is now with open night between the Sixers? Oh, wait a second. 76ers against the New York. No?
Knicks.
New York what?
Knicks. The season hasn't started yet.
Oh, jeez. Come
New York
on.
Knicks.
Come
Hasn't started
on.
yet.
To our
I
fans, you
told
know why he actually
I-
calls the Knicks? Just because they won the
Oh,
championship.
hold on.
He decided
No,
not to call him any, but he
No,
does.
yeah.
call them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but listen, I told you as the second the season starts, it's back to the old ways. Now, Mr. Wilson, SportsPod's not gonna like what I gotta say. I have to agree with Mr. Wilson here. Okay,
Oh,
for the
we're
simple reason
back to
that
the
it's true what
umbilical
Mr. Wilson
cord.
says.
Twin
No,
flames,
well,
twin
know
flavors,
what?
But who else are you
You know
gonna
what, the
put?
NBA
Sports Pods? Who are you gonna put?
I would have done SGA against New York.
Nobody cares about SGA.
Or I would have bring the Timberwolves with Edwards and Melo Ball.
Nobody cares.
Oh yes, we do. We do care.
Nobody, not over LeBron.
Nobody cares over LeBron, to be honest with you.
Oh my goodness! Of course they
Okay,
do.
so-
He's
so-
Four
driven
so
option
here-
in
so
the
here-
team, blah, 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 blah.
All right, let me give it back to Voice.
So here's my thing. You see the two of you going back and forth, right? That's what the NBA wants. There's a lot of people that want to see LeBron fail. Lots of people. There's lots of people that want to see him succeed in year 24. What does that bring?
They still gonna watch.
Ratings.
They still gonna watch.
Ratings, because people want to see him fail, and then a lot of other people want to see him succeed. So that brings ratings, which means money for the NBA. It's that simple. To the
Whether
haters,
you like
Ron
me, or
haters,
you love me, or you hate me, as long as you're
Look.
watching, baby.
that's
You're
that's
trying
the
to be
whole
like
point.
Ric Flair? Oh,
That's the whole
woo.
point.
No, just kidding.
So you know what I mean? It's like, and that's what the NBA loves, man. It's like, do you think they care? Oh my
You
God,
guys
they're
are
hating
killing me.
LeBron.
You two,
They don't
you know
care.
something? Take another vacation. Go back to Italy, Greece, and France.
Hey, listen, Sports Pods, I know you know what we're talking about. You have to listen to reason. This is reasonable.
Reason.
It's about it.
From a business standpoint.
Insanity.
That's all it
Insanity.
is.
from a business standpoint, it makes complete sense.
It's about ratings.
Okay.
It's about ratings. Hey, let me tell you something real quick. There was a Nicaraguan boxer, okay, Ricardo Mayorga. That guy was completely crazy. He had no technique, but he had these two hands that can knock out a bull. And he used to take a lot of punches. You know what he used to do in the press conferences? He used to talk so much crap, so much shit that people bought the day on pay-per-view back in the day. And I can assure you that because I knew a lot of people that hated his guts because they told me because I'm Nicaraguan.
Yeah,
friends of
I don't
mine.
remember if
Like,
it was,
man, I hate that guy.
I don't know if
And
it
you know
was
what?
Otto or
I'm-
Felix Trinidad, but he said something about the wife in one of the
Yeah, that
press
was Cotto.
conferences.
Yeah, I was
Cotto,
Cotto.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
So,
stuff.
but see what I'm saying? So a lot of my friends used to go, man, listen, man, you're Nicaraguan, man, but you know what, bro? That guy is this and that. And I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view because I want to see him get knocked out. Same thing. The NBA. You got Browns haters, and then you got people that love them.
Yeah.
That brings great teams. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's simple. Think about it.
It's all about money, not for the love of the game, I guess. Thank
And
you,
by
guys.
the way,
Thank you for your little
hey,
take on this situation.
hey, the 12 billion, can they throw $1 million our way? It's not like they're gonna miss it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna
200,000
miss
and
$1
we'll be
million.
happy here, you know?
Hey,
250.
listen,
250.
you say love for the game, but hey, it's just like women. Love don't pay the bills. You know what I mean? You can't serve love on the table.
Mr.
At the end of the
Wilson.
day, the NBA
Oh, you know.
must be the money. You remember the Deion song? Must be the money.
Oh, wow.
Be the money.
There we go. Hey, let's go into the Dallas Cowboys neighborhood. And finally, they're making some news. And it has to do with the one and only Quinnen Williams and that big ass contract for 3 years, $105.9 million, $101 million guarantee, 63.5 due at the signing. How you feel, Mr. Wilson, with this signing, and how you think your wide receiver is feeling after he got the franchise tag and this guy got paid?
I'm feeling all right about it. Truthfully, I wish that we maybe would have given it another year, but defensive tackle has been a struggle for the Cowboys in terms of running or the defensive running game or being able to stop the run, should I say. So he's definitely a needed piece. He played very well last year. Hopefully that play continues. It is a lot of money, $101 million guaranteed. That's basically, you might as well just give them the 105.9. You know, like,
they should have went and did the Deshaun Watson type of contract, all fully guaranteed.
No, you might as well.
$2 million difference between the 101 and the 103.9. That's just, you know. And no, the one that got me $63.5 million due at signing. I mean, damn. How's your wide receiver feeling?
Now you asked, how is George Pickens feeling? I don't know this for a fact, but from everything that I've heard, guys in the NFL, they don't hate on other guys getting the bag. So I don't think that I don't think that it necessarily impacts him in terms of whether or not he's going to get paid or not. George Pickens is going to go out there. He's going to ball this year, and he knows he's going to get paid, whether it's by the star or whether it's by somebody else, depending on what he does on the football field this season. And I think that's where his mindset is. I don't think that he's necessarily saying, wow, I want to be a Cowboy for the rest of my career. I think he's saying, okay, give me the franchise tag. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to go out there and prove it. And one of these 32 NFL teams is going to pay me a king's ransom for my services. And I think that that's where his mindset is. I don't think it's necessarily with being with the Cowboys. I don't think that he's only played one season there. I don't think that he has ties to he doesn't long to be a Cowboy like that. So he's just trying to get paid, and I don't think he's affected by it, honestly.
Okay. Now that we got we're talking about football, the National Football League. And I'm sorry,
It's
I was kind of
about
lost
time.
getting my nerves. It's about time with the no time that has no part time. And by the way, I'm going to call you out. Top Fun. I just heard that you just signed up for another bowling league.
Oh, don't
next
say
week.
that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Damn Skippy, I'm going to say it. Damn Skippy. So I'm looking for someone to replace the segment. It's about time because
Tell me
Don't do
that.
that. Hey, don't do that. Don't. Hey, come on. You can't.
Hold on. Tell me that he gets paid if he wins the tournament or something.
well, no, the way they have to pay for the tournament all season, by the time even they finish, third, fourth, I think they gotta win it all to make like $200.
They get a pot. Yeah.
Yeah, they get a pot, but you be paying your fees all during the weeks. And these things sometimes take 20 weeks to end it. So
my parents
there we
used
go,
to bowl,
brother.
My
Thank you very
parents used
much.
to bowl in bowling leagues, so
It's about time. But since we're talking about the National Football League, this week we're doing the AFC and NFC North. Since Mr. Wilson is back from Pizza or Gyroland, who you want to talk about first? The AFC or the NFC?
flip a coin. It's your call.
Come on, man. I'm letting you. You're coming back. I give you the welcome arms, coming to the show.
So let's go. Let's go AFC.
AFC. There we go. And that includes the Baltimore Ravens, the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Cleveland Browns. Okay. AFC North, Baltimore Ravens. We know Lamar Jackson, Mr. MVP. And then we got King Henry as the running back, Flowers as your number one receiver, Mark Andrews, of course, great tight end and, doing the things that he does. But Minter's the new head coach. It's a Harbaugh mentality. I don't care what anybody fucking says. To come out here and say, "Oh no, he's a different guy." No, man, his tutelage was done by John, and then he went work with Jim at Notre Dame, and then was the defensive coordinator for the Chargers, and now comes back to Baltimore. Oh, he's a different guy. No, he's not. He's a Harbaugh guy. So basically, they keep the Harbaugh culture within the Ravens. What do you think? And then, their safety, Kyle Hamilton, Raquan Smith is the linebacker. And then we got Mandubueke, defensive tackle. Can Lamar Jackson stay healthy? That's the big question, Mr. Wilson. Do you think he stays healthy? And if he does, and everybody else, the main core stays healthy, this is a team that can compete for the AFC title and go to the Super Bowl. But
can he stay healthy? Man, it's a tough question. It's the National Football League. It's such a physical game. He's getting up there in age. He's 30 years old now. So the years of the things that we saw early 20s Lamar Jackson do, we have to start kind of like teetering those expectations. Now, is he still going to be one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league? Absolutely. But can he carry this on for how many more years can he carry this on? You remember John Elway used to be one of those quarterbacks who could run a little bit and everything. Same thing with Randall Cunningham. They were good with their feet, stretching plays.
Yes, correct.
As time goes along, the Steve Youngs and the Brett Favres, there comes a time where you've got to sit within that pocket, because if not, these other young kids are getting fast too.
Yeah.
They're getting stronger. And when they hit you, those bones that are now in their 30s, don't take to it as well as they did in their 20s. So if he can become a little bit more of a pocket quarterback, not saying not to use his legs, but I do feel like he does need to get to a point where he's starting to run less and throw a little bit more, stretch plays and things like that. But he can't be that guy who's running 30, 40 yards up the field. I think that if he can stay healthy, going back to the original question, I think that the sky's the limit for the Baltimore Ravens. You saw how I rode their bandwagon last year to no avail. The wheels and everything were falling off of it, and I was still hanging on for dear life. But I think that this guy is that good where if he's healthy and if he can kind of change his game a little bit, the Baltimore Ravens will be a contender.
Really quick, Mr. Wilson, before we give the mic to the voice, can you trust his accuracy to be staying more in the pocket versus, improvising and then make things happen?
I never question his arm. I think that a lot of times he's ended up in very bad situations, sometimes due to his own merit or due to his own cause. But, you've got playoff games where Zay Flowers is fumbling on the 1 yard line because he's stretching the ball out. Mark Andrews is dropping the ball. There's been so many different things. If Isaiah Likely wore a size 13 and a half instead of a size 14 and his toe wasn't on the back line of the end zone,
like an omen,
we've got a totally different conversation. So there's been a lot of bad luck that has come along with it, in addition to Lamar and some of his teammates putting themselves in some pretty bad places.
Okay, voice. Since we heard the take on Lamar Jackson by Mr. Wilson, you feel the same, or do you feel a little bit different, or do we have once again twin flavors with the umbilical cord?
Oh boy,
pretty much, because. But hold on, it's true. 30 years old is not the same as 24, 25, even 26. So Lamar needs to change his game a little bit. He's excellent running the football. They even got plays designed for him to do it. I'm not saying that he should stop 100% because that's a huge part of his game, but he needs to be a little bit smarter if he's going to run that ball. And if I'm the coach, I wouldn't put him in that many situations running the ball. With that said, true, if he stays healthy, the Ravens, I'm going to say this, they will make the playoffs if it's healthy. Yeah. Now, what they're going to do in the playoffs, what's the history behind it? They always choke.
Yeah, correct.
They always choke in the playoffs.
And one favorable thing for them this year, they got the 9th easiest schedule this year. So that's going to be something very favorable on their side. We'll see how all that's transform into once they get into the field and start playing, against the Steelers, the Browns, and of course, the Cincinnati Bengals. Talking about the Bengals, Joe Burrow, it's all about health. They got the 3rd easiest schedule this year. So I agree with the voice that Baltimore and Cincinnati should be making the playoffs.
Yeah.
From within this division, because schedule matters. Look what happened to New England last year. Yeah. I think they had the 3rd or 4th easiest schedule, and that favored into wins. Now this year they got one of the hardest schedules, and a lot of the experts are saying they're not going to go ahead and make the playoffs. So we'll see what happens with that one. I think that I don't want to get off the AFC North, but Bravo is a good coach with his assistant Rossini. Oh, I'm sorry. Bravo will be doing his thing in New England. But let's go into Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. They got a great core. I think they're still lacking a good tight end, even though they have the former Dolphin as their tight end in there. And then Trey Henderson, Logan Wilson. And, I think when it comes to that passing, and I think Trey Henderson is not there anymore, if I'm not mistaken.
He went to Baltimore.
He went to Baltimore, yeah. So he went to the other side, So I see Baltimore winning the division and Cincinnati making the wild card, in my opinion. And I think the Steelers and the Browns will not make the playoffs. And that's just pure opinion on my side. I mean, I love me Aaron Rodgers, but Father Time is undefeated. Let's put it that way. What is your take on the Cincinnati Bengals, boys? How far do you think they can go?
They're going to go as far as Joe Burrow's health. If he stays healthy, once again, if he stays healthy, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? They have a pretty damn good team. And I agree with you 1,000,000%. Those two teams are going to come out of that division. And unfortunately for the Browns, it's still going to be the same thing. You know what I mean? And the Steelers too. Although I would like to see, I don't know about you, but I would like to see, Aaron Rodgers even make the playoffs since last year. He's one of the, better quarterbacks in the history of the game. It would be a nice story. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't think they have a chance. If Joe Burrow stays healthy, once again, just like the Baltimore Ravens, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit with this team.
For me, the Cincinnati Bengals are the New England Patriots of last year. Easy schedule. You got some amazing receivers. You got better receivers than what New England had last year. No disrespect to Diggs and the rest of those guys there, but when you have Higgins and you got Jamar Chase, oh my God, and then you got Chase Brown coming out of the backfield, catching everything and running, effectively. I think that's a combination and an easy schedule. They could easily be converted into what happened last year with the Patriots, and be funny if they go to the Super Bowl and they go against the Rams, the favorite ones, and that Aaron Donald will be playing for the Rams and have that rematch where the Rams won that Super Bowl in LA at SoFi Stadium.
So is it a done deal, Aaron Donald? Is it like a done
Well,
deal?
he's been practicing with a helmet on, so that tells me he's coming in. He's coming in. I won't have no doubt. When you have one practice and you go, okay, look, I'm done. But when you have 2, 3, 4 practices with a helmet on and you're willing to, get physical in there, that's not about, I'm still thinking. This is about, I am going to do it. We just, working the details of the contract or whatever it might be, and we go from there. But Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald on the same defensive line. Jesus Lord.
Sick.
I'll be calling, gunshot, all the time. I will not go up. No. I will not. If my coach says, go ahead and hand off. No, I'm not doing that, coach. I'm going. And I'm going to do it 20 feet from the line.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback on the opposing team and my coach says, hey, get on the center, I'm going to go, just fire me right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going near the center. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in shotgun position. And like you said, like a punt, I'm going to be 15 yards behind.
15, 20 yards back, shotgun, and somebody tried to catch the football because we're not doing anything else.
Did you happen to see the video of Aaron Donald working out with The Rock?
Oh, yes, I saw that one. Yeah. That's just 2 animals in the weight room. Two animals in the weight room. This is it's just unreal.
Wow.
I can see Aaron Donald going to WWE later on.
Hey, he always got to talk to The Rock.
You never know. Yeah, that's one phone call. Done.
That's it.
But anyway, back into the business of NFL. Mr. Wilson, how you feel about the Cincinnati Bengals chances this year?
Everybody knows they have a high octane offense. Joe Burrow, you guys have already discussed. You said everything that needs to be said about that. They've got 2 great wide receivers. I think that on the defensive side is really where I'm anticipating to see a better Cincinnati Bengals team. And I think that if they can somehow get better on the defensive end and give their offense more opportunities, of course, Burrow has to stay healthy. But the signing of Dexter Lawrence was a big-time signing. I'm surprised New York let him go, but I'm sure that the Cincinnati Bengals are happy to have him. The kid's still 28 years old and can still play at a high level, 3-time Pro Bowler. And then they've also got Jonathan Allen, who they got from Minnesota last year. Well, played for Minnesota, was a 2-time Pro Bowler with the Washington Commanders. So I think that they've done a good job on that defensive line, trying to build a good foundation in the middle. And then they got the kid from Seattle, Boye Mafe, the defensive end as well. So I think that they made some pretty good additions. Of course, losing Trey Hendrickson hurts, but I think that they've done a good job on that defensive line, solidifying it. And I'm looking forward to seeing a better Cincinnati Bengals defense this year, to go along with that high-powered offense. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, for the Steelers, unfortunately, is a very veteran team. First year, they're going to be playing without coach. You know, we have a new coach, former Dallas Cowboys coach, now being the new head coach of the Steelers. Why are you shaking your head like that?
We'll see how it goes.
That man went, I believe, back-to-back seasons, 12-5, if I'm not mistaken.
13-3.
13-3. Oh, look at that. Did he go like 12-5 back-to-back and 13-3? And then he had the one bad year? That's it? And you shaking your head? You know. This Dallas Cowboys fan, there's something else, you know.
Oh man,
boys! If you had a coach that went 13-3, 12-5, 12-5, and then had it, how you would feel about that coach?
Man, listen, man, I would have given him the keys to the damn city.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll put it to you like that.
McCarthy's a good coach.
As a Dolphins fan, I get that. As a Dolphins fan, I understand. You know, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, man, but the guy's a proven winner, though. Come on now.
Let me ask you this, voice. Now that he said, you know, as a Dolphin fan, if the Dolphins happen to relocate to another city, will you follow them to that new city, or will you look for a new team?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I'm asking you.
It's not going to happen.
If the Dolphins happen to relocate to another city, probably another state for sure, and become the, Oklahoma Dolphins, will you be an Oklahoma Dolphins fan, or will you look for a new team?
I wouldn't look for another team. I wouldn't be a fan. I'm a fan of the Miami Dolphins. So if they were to move, good luck to them. I won't be a fan. I mean, at that point, no. But
that's what you get your divorce.
But well, see, I wouldn't divorce them. They will divorce me because they were the one that would be moving out of Miami. See what I mean? That's how I see it. You know what I will do though? I will start rooting because I already do. I will start rooting for, and I already do that for every single Hurricane player in the NFL. I'm not gonna take teams. No, I would just stop. I wouldn't have an NFL team. I'm being real here. I wouldn't have an NFL team. Wow. Like, why would I follow them if they leave the city of my? Why would I follow them? I just don't get it.
Well, we'll see what happens. No, they're Miami
There's
Dolphins.
no talk at all of that ever.
They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere.
That will never happen.
Listen, there's better chances of me stop eating fritanga than the Dolphins live in Miami.
Oh no! I'll put my money on that one. I think the Dolphins might move out of the city before the day you stop eating fritanga. There's no freaking way.
I was eating it on my mama's belly. I'll put it to you like that.
There we go, baby. There we go. That's why you came out so small, yeah? Look at you. 6'7", 310 pounds, pure muscle. He should be in the WWE.
Power, baby.
He should be in the WWE with the Mr. Wilson as tag team champions. And I should be your Paul Heyman.
Hey, Sports Pop. I thought he said he should be at the W. I thought he was saying NBA. I'm like, what?
No, come on, WWE. I said it clearly. I would
minute.
never do that to you guys. Say that you guys want to be in. Well, wait a second. $300,000 a year minimum salary. Maybe we should all go to the WNBA.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this right now. I won't be one of the best in the league. I'll tell you that because those girls, those girls can play.
But I don't care. I'll go in and say, keep me on the bench. Just give me my $300,000 a year. I'm fine with that. I can be number 12 on the rotation if you want to.
No, and then maybe after I'm done.
I won't steal their roster spots. I'm undeserving of it. I got to tell you. I'm
Hey, check it out. Hey, after I'm done playing for the WNBA, they're going to call me Juana Man Part 2. I'm telling you right now.
Juana Big Man Part 2. They got to call you because when they see your big 6'7" frame, 310 pounds of pure muscle. Oh, my Lord.
Man, I wish. I'm too old for that now.
Yeah, there we go. Guys, after that, we got the Steelers. You know, they're getting old. The new coach is there. I think this is going to be a time to start saying bye to those veteran players. You know, TJ Watt and the rest of those guys. I think these guys, if they had, let's say, a year or two left and they happen to become free agents, I will try to go into a team that will give me a chance to win a Super Bowl. I'll be honest with you. You know, do the LeBron. Go somewhere where you may have a better chance to win it. You know, the only difference is I don't want LeBron to win. You guys can win it. I don't give a shit if you do or not. You know, but guys like that, Cameron Hayward, has been there for eternity now. I think this is another guy that, you know, eventually it's going to have to hang it up, and they'll be first ballot, you know, Hall of Famers. But unfortunately, you know, they're not competing for anything. So they will be out of the playoffs, in my opinion. How you feel about that one, Mr. Wilson? And I know you were shaking your head when I said that McCarthy was the new head coach of the Steelers.
Again, Aaron Rodgers, I still feel like the guy can play. He had a pretty decent season last year. Offensive line was porous at times. I think that if they can protect him, with the addition of Michael Pittman Jr., which I love that pickup, I think that he's a pretty good wide receiver.
Very underrated.
Yeah. And it was crazy that they paid the other kid.
Pierce.
Yeah. But that's another story. I think partnering him with Freiermuth and DJ or DK Metcalf, who had an issue last year on the sidelines, but again, still one hell of a wideout. I think that the offense can be serviceable. We got to see what the defense is going to do. The defense is young, but they've got a new defensive coordinator coming in who they've got a lot of hope for. We'll just have to see. I think that Aaron Rodgers can keep them competitive. It wouldn't surprise me if they somehow sneak in as like a 7th seed or something like that. But I don't have high expectations or lofty goals for him.
Understandable. And now let's go into the Cleveland Browns and voice. It seems like Deshaun Watson is making his comeback, and he'll be the quarterback starting for the Cleveland Browns. Do you think he lasts, and then maybe Shador or even Gabriel will get a chance through the midpoint of the season? Or this is something where the Browns are saying, hey, we want to make our money back, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, so I think they said he's going to start the first game, and then Shador is going to start the second, and I guess they're going to give chances, to their quarterbacks. But yeah, I think you got something there, Pops, because man, when you give them all that money, guaranteed money, and my God, I won the same agent. I wish I played ball back in the day, because that would have been my agent. I don't know what the hell was said in that meeting, but holy crap. But with that said, I mean, what else are you going to do? You're paying all this money to this guy. I mean, how many games has he played as a Cleveland Brown? A handful, if anything. So it's like, hey, you know what? We gave you the world. Get your ass out there and try to do something. Nobody expect the Browns to do anything again for another year again. You know what? Might as well just throw them out there and just say, hey, man, go earn your money. Go try to win a couple games, and that basically that's it. Don't tell Chino, though, because he's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
When he hears that he's going to be the starting quarterback.
Got it. His boy, Shador Sanders, will have to wait on the back end. I think he'll be the number two quarterback on the Cleveland Browns chart.
But let me ask you, do you think that Watson should be QB1? Because I look, even at this point, I think Shador should be QB1. And just let the kid go out there and see what's up for an entire season.
I'm going to go with what I have seen on the tape. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, believe it or not, he still looks better than the other two. At this time.
Right.
What he will look like next year, what will he look like once he gets hit for the first time, for real, that's another, variable that we'll need to be witnessing to see what's going to happen. But right now, Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, looks better than any of the other quarterbacks with the deep throws, over the shoulder, backside. I mean, let's be honest. He if you get, like we said, if we get 50% of Aaron Donald, a lot of trouble. Well, if you get 50% of what Deshaun used to do, then Cleveland will have a better chance to win more games than expected. I'm not saying they're going to the playoffs, surprise the world with the, winning the division, upsetting anybody, or getting a wild card. But at least if you thought that they were going to win 3 games, they might win 6 or 7. You never know if he plays at that caliber. But if he doesn't, then we know exactly what to expect. Probably halfway point through the season, go, look, we already made all the money. We tried to make as much money back. You're not making it. You're trying to use this BS philosophy that if he plays, you're making your money back. Not really.
Is this the last year on his contract?
I believe so, sir. I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is the last one here.
Okay. So basically,
they wanted to get something out of it.
Yeah, so basically, I guess, Rico, look, unless he burns up the league, that's it for him. He's not coming back to this team. And who knows? Not. And who knows is going to give him a shot out there. I don't see a team signing him.
I'm going to say this. Kirk Cousins was able to get $100 million guaranteed with Atlanta. Oof. It was a $160 million contract. And Cousins is a good quarterback, but I'll take Deshaun Watson prime over any year of Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Deshaun was a highlight reel.
100%. Yes,
badass.
But what year are we talking about, guys?
Oh, man. Woo.
Well, when he came into the league, yeah, it's not like he was a scrub.
What year are we talking about, guys? I can tell you guys in 2004, 2005, I had these abs that were just shredded. Man, bro, I would take off my shirt at the beach and I walk around like hey, listen. We need to understand that Deshaun is gone. And this is a failed project. Regardless of how he can win 7 games this year, he can win 8 games this year. This was a failed experiment by the Cleveland Browns.
Just like the Miami Heat when they had LeBron.
Which is the reason why I disagree with both of you. You're not getting any of this money back. It's time to establish what your future is going to be. You both just said it. Deshaun Watson's not coming back to the Cleveland Browns. He's probably not going to be a starter anywhere in this league because nobody's going to trust him because all he did was steal money for the past 4 or 5 years. So at this point, if you're the Cleveland Browns organization, in my opinion, you're not banking on lost or trying to get return on investment on a lost project. That's a lost cause. Move towards the future. Try to see what you have and whether or not you need to go into the 2027 draft, drafting a quarterback.
I'm going to give you one spot that if Deshaun plays well, I'm not saying great, well enough, he could be on that roster, and that's the Atlanta Falcons. Mark my words on that one. Because if you wanted to give an opportunity to Tua, definitely you give it to a Deshaun Watson. That's showing you the last tape that he does with the Cleveland Browns, in my opinion.
But I'll take Kirk Cousins over Deshaun Watson any day. At least the guy plays.
What?
At least he plays.
What water you were drinking there in France?
So you would prefer a guy who gets rubbed down in masseuse halls and who doesn't play seasons, or you would prefer a guy
I'm not talking about his private life. You know, whatever he wanted to do.
No. What we're talking about is what the last 4 seasons have looked like for Deshaun Watson. Would you take that over what you've gotten from Kirk Cousins over the past 4 seasons?
No, I need to see what I'm going to get out of Deshaun Watson's last season, which is this one with the Cleveland Browns.
So
if it's good enough for me,
with paying all of that money to Deshaun
No,
Watson.
I would not pay him the same amount of money that Cleveland did. I imagine it would be something substantial in the $15 to $20 million, and he can sign for 2 years with Atlanta. You know, with Bijan Robinson, London, and Kyle Pitts. A quarterback that can play like Deshaun will be an improvement on that quarterback room, in my opinion. I
haven't seen that guy since 2020, so I don't even remember what it looks like, to be quite honest. But we might as well bring Mike Vick back if we're gonna do that.
I love his new company called Happy Endings. Is a very good one. Very good company.
Oh man.
He opened it up. Yeah.
But fellas, let's be real. What's the one position that every NFL team looks for? I mean, unless you're set at quarterback, you're always looking for a quarterback. How important is it, a backup quarterback nowadays? It's really, really important.
Very important.
So what I'm saying is, if Deshaun Watson plays, like Sports Pop said, if he plays well, if he plays good enough for him to, other teams are going to go, wait a minute, you know what, we can use him. He's not going to get anywhere near what he got with Cleveland. You're right about that. But there's going to be a team out there that's going to give him a chance. Maybe not to start, but to be a backup quarterback. If he plays well enough with the Cleveland Browns, again, who's not expected to be anything yet again, if he plays well and you're a GM and you need a backup quarterback, would you give that guy a shot for cheap?
Listen, what I would do is I would prefer to see a Shedeur Sanders who works his ass off and goes out there, because if I was Atlanta and I need a backup quarterback, I would be looking for the future rather than somebody who's in the past, which is why I say the Cleveland Browns really need to assess what I understand. The Cleveland Browns are going to brown it up. This is what they do. I understand they're going to brown it up. I guess
brown it up.
You know what I mean? But from my standpoint, if you're trying to do evaluations, if you're trying to move your franchise forward, you don't move on with a failed project, and you try to see about the kids that you drafted last year and whether or not these guys can be backups for you, because you already know Deshaun Watson is likely not going to be a part of your organization.
For God's sake, Shedeur was a Pro Bowler last year.
No, I'm not going that far. He was a Pro Bowler.
It was ridiculous how they did that one. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
Listen, I know why you got a problem with him, because you told me the story the other day. Hey, listen.
What about?
He asked
Go for it.
Autograph, and he got stiff armed, and that's the reason why he's got a problem with Shedeur. Now I know. All this time I didn't know.
Wait. Tell me. Say it again.
Oh, he's got to tell the story. I gotta
look. What happened when Mr. Wilson and I, we met through the federal government. Working for the federal government. We worked at different venues of airports and other, vicinities and everything else that we want to talk about. I was in Puerto Rico with the same agency that Mr. Wilson and I worked together, and Dion Primetime happens to be going through there. So we made a little stop and we go, hey, can I get your autograph? And all I got from Primetime, I'm tired. That's what I got. And it was him and probably 2 people for his entourage. That's it. Nobody else around. I mean, it was an early flight. Yep, that was it. Now I had the actor from what was the movie we were discussing? Mission Impossible. No, Colin Farrell, the other one, the black gentleman that acts in Mission Impossible. You gave me the name.
Bing Rames or
Bing Rames. He comes
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Let's see how I did this one. I'm not giving autographs right now. And then he just walked away too. He didn't give me the autograph. Now I got from Tito Trinidad and Oscar de la Hoya, both of them. It was a great time getting those 2 autographs there. Yeah, but yeah, Dion went and said no. But you
That's
know
why he
who
doesn't
else?
like Shador.
You know
That's
who
why
else?
he doesn't like Shador.
You know who else denied me an autograph? Robbie Alomar from Puerto Rico. In Dunedin, Florida.
Buen viaje.
Hey, I went and he was already, they were on spring training. As a matter of fact, I think it was the first or second year of Delgado with the Blue Jays. So I'm there, and I get the autograph from Delgado. I get it from the former shortstop Alex Gonzalez, Cuban kid that played for them. Didn't make it that far, but he was there. And then he's sitting already with his shirt, but not tucked in or anything like that. And he's just laying on a bench that they had out there. And I started saying Salinas, which is the city from Puerto Rico that Alomar is from. So I'm thinking, hey, I go Salinas, Puerto Rico. I'm going to get, bro. And I go, look, can I get your autograph? Because I got a flight to Puerto Rico tomorrow. And he went and said, buen viaje.
Damn.
That's what I got. Buen viaje. That means have a good flight.
Well, I mean, at least it was nice, though, right? He could have said, man, I hope the plane, doesn't take off. I mean, at least it was nice. You know what I mean?
Get the damn. He said, buen viaje. Good flight. Have a good flight. That's exactly. And the other one said, I don't have time to give autographs out here. And Prime Time was like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Brian said, I'm tired.
I'm tired. That's all he said. I'm tired.
That's why he has a problem with Shador.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't have no problem with Shador.
Hey, somebody hold grudges like that.
Yes, you do.
I don't think he's the quarterback.
Hey, somebody be holding grudges for a long ass time.
No. It's not grudges. What was the word that you used one time? I receipts. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what.
Oh, you keep receipts.
I keep receipts.
Oh, you keep.
Shador should have been the number 2 overall pick last year.
But he wasn't.
Oh man,
I'm just saying.
No.
No, you don't think so, boys?
No.
Only if he had played for the University of Miami, which it was impossible because Cam Ward was the number 1 overall, and he's the one that played for the Hurricanes.
No. No, he just did this. No, I mean he didn't. I mean maybe in maybe the second or third round, but the number 2 overall pick, that's a reach. That's reaching, man. I don't know. Let
me go ahead and make a phone call really quick because for whatever odd reason, thank God we don't have to. Oh yeah, he said I can hear. Oh, he's at the office. There we go. Anyway, we got a couple of more teams here. Let's go to the NFC North. We were talking about Shador. That's the reason we were missing you.
Oh boy.
There we go, Chino. But we're not leaving yet. We just want you here for a few minutes.
Listen, Shador was last year. This year is Fernando Mendoza. And you know what? I'm just going to say something and leave it here.
Hey, LCP, boy.
New England Patriots Super Bowl champions, baby. We said it here at the Sports Right Show.
No.
Super Bowl champions.
You said it.
The New England Patriots.
You said it, not me. You said it.
Anyway, let's talk about the NFC North, and let's start with Coach PlayStation Campbell, Detroit Lions.
Gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go?
Gotta go.
Okay, I'll call you in a minute.
I said everything I needed to say.
Wow.
Anyway. It wasn't much.
It's the only time I agree with you today, Mr. Wilson, on that one.
Oh, man. Hey,
anyway,
you know good, man. You know.
Yeah, just because you say a lot doesn't mean you're saying something.
Okay, so
hey.
Go for it.
I'll just say he came back vacation just guns drawn.
Oh, no. He's on fire. Shots fired.
Well, you ain't no good.
How you gonna do? You're fire. No,
Oh,
no.
man.
Okay, just in case. You never know.
Oh, God.
Let's go with with the Detroit Lions and Coach PlayStation Campbell. Jamar Gibbs got the big contract, highest paid running back in NFL history. Got a good, nice contract, 75 plus something million, a little bit more than Bijan Robinson in Atlanta, but they're pretty much the same type of contract. Penny Sewell still there as the left tackle. Sam Brown, the wide receiver. Tight end coming back from the grueling injury from last year. Hutchinson is the edge. We'll see what happens with this football team. They got a pretty good, easy schedule also. So we'll see how that transforms. Can they be one of the teams make the playoffs out of the NFC voice?
They could. Listen, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that the only reason why I'm going to shock the world, they won't make the Super Bowl is because of the Rams.
Wow.
I firmly believe it.
Wow.
I do.
Wow.
I think it's finally their time, except that the Rams are on the way. And to LCP, nobody is beating the damn Rams. Nobody's beating them. No.
Nobody.
Not with that team. How can you go against them? How can you go?
Concussion protocol.
It's like how can you go against the Dodgers? I know, Mini Gonzalez was saying that they're not going to win it. How can you bet against the Dodgers? We saw it last year. They became an animal as soon as they made the postseason. It was just bam, 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 took care of business. Well, now they got a better team than last year. Just my opinion.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, I don't think this team will make the playoffs, in my opinion. Okay. I got a dark horse to win this division. And it's not going to be the Chicago Bears. I think the two teams that make the playoffs this year from this division is going to be the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
What? Get this guy drug tested.
Yeah. Easy now. Easy now. Easy now.
Go with
easy
LCP.
Now,
Immediately.
I said the division. I'm not saying anything crazy out here. But I like the Minnesota Vikings to surprise the world. Especially now naming Kyler Murray as their quarterback. With Justin Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson. You got Mason. You have the other running back that used to play for the Packers. Aaron
Jones.
Aaron Jones. I think they got a good core. That defense with Flores is amazing. It's going to be there. And I think this can be the moment that the Minnesota Vikings surprise the world. So
that's another team. But that's another team that they're supposed to win a lot of games. And then once to make it to the playoffs, that's it.
They can win the division and probably be out on the wild card round. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying here that they're going to make the NFC Championship or anything of that matter, but I think they're going to surprise the season this year and their division. Yeah, the Bears are having a problem this year. They got the hardest schedule. So we'll see how that team is going to react, and especially, Caleb Maybelline Williams. You're back, baby. Maybelline Williams. Back to the throne and see how he progresses. He had a bad rookie season. Then Johnson came in, played very well, make the Bears, being in the playoffs. And we'll see what happens this year. But I think it's not going to be the same thing as last year. And I don't like the Lions for the fact that the coach, and I think he'll get fired after this year. And I said it last year. Coach Campbell will be fired after this season.
Even if they make the playoffs and they go far in it?
No. They're not making the playoffs, and he's getting fired.
Okay.
Look at
I mean,
look at
I
Mr.
look,
Wilson. Like, oh my
look. You know
God,
what? You know what?
this is
Though
a
I do have to
crazy
agree with you.
take. Huh?
No. I gotta agree with you. Like, if they don't make the playoffs, okay, if they have like a shitty season or whatever,
He gone.
you know, barring any
He
injuries,
gone.
I think he's gone too. Yeah,
And
I can
especially
see
with
that happening.
Mike Tomlin
Yeah.
waiting for a new gig.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Yep.
just shot fire to the Detroit Lions ownership and management. But yeah, if you got a Mike Tomlin that is willing to come out of the sidelines for that 1 year that he's doing this and says, you know something, with that running back that you have out there, that wide receiver, I think I can do something special. And I don't play PlayStation. I play football, National Football League. I coach that way. And that's the reason I never had a losing season. So,
Mr. Wilson,
don't be
maybe
surprised.
maybe it's a good thing if Dan Campbell gets fired, then he can join the Cowboy staff some capacity.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Jesus, shots fired now.
Hey. Who's the GM? Who's still the GM for the Dallas Cowboys? Who's still the GM, baby?
The greatest owner
Listen.
of all times.
There you go.
Listen, is your fantasy over yet? Somebody wipe this guy up. Is your fantasy over yet?
No, it's not over.
None of what you're
It's just
saying
getting
is going
started.
to happen.
Hold on.
None of what
Hold
you're saying is
on.
gonna
You're
happen.
right. My fantasy.
It's not a reality.
Chelsea Green. By the way, I dropped Trish Stratus last week. My new
How does she
favorite
take
wresler is
it?
Chelsea
So how does she take it?
Green. Woo!
How did she take it? Was she
didn't know.
Was she
Trish?
mad that you
She
dropped
didn't
that?
know.
She hasn't sent me an email or a phone call. She has nothing.
She's probably broken.
Nothing.
She's probably broken-hearted, man. She's probably
No,
broken-hearted.
she's not. She's probably like, who the hell is this Sports Pops? Whatever. Make her your favorite. Who cares? But yeah, my new favorite one is Chelsea Green. She's the new champion of WWE. Yes, Chelsea.
Oh,
Anyway, I think he gets fired, and Mike Tomlin is the new head coach of the Detroit
Wake
Lions.
up.
man.
Hey, listen, let me give you. They're the odds-in favorite to win the division. They're the plus 170 to win the division.
Run odds.
What is this fantasy that we're talking about? That the
I'm
Detroit
taking the
Lions are not
Vikings.
gonna make
I'm
the
taking the
playoffs?
Vikings
Like,
to
where
surprise
are
the
we-
world.
Like
And I have the Green Bay Packers. Those are the two teams making the playoffs.
now,
out of that
he's
division.
not. He's not incorrect about the Minnesota Vikings. That's not the reason why I was saying he needs to be drug tested. Though he does need to be drug tested immediately, but
If not sooner.
correct. My pushback is the Detroit Lions are making the playoffs. You know what I mean? No matter if you're hate or what
Nope.
have you for
No,
Dan
they're not.
Campbell, it's not. They're making the playoffs, but with the Minnesota Vikings, you do bring up a great point, because if you remember, the year before last, they had who at quarterback? One Sam Darnold. They were also in the NFC Championship game that year.
Wait a second. It's Sam, no doubt Darnold here at the Sports Right Show.
Sam, no doubt Darnold.
There we
Excellent.
go.
So they were literally one position away from last year's debacle. Had they not let Sam Darnold walk out the building, it's a good possibility that they would have been competing and possibly won the division over the Chicago Bears last year. So that one position that they are away, I think that they filled it with Kyler Murray, his ability to go off script and stretch plays and allow JJ to get open and out.
Let me ask you, what was the record for the Lions last year? If I'm not mistaken, 7-10?
Was it?
Yeah. Voice, can you look what was the record for the Detroit Lions last year? I'm gonna give you a rude awakening right now. I know you were still on vacation with that European vacation of yours. So I'm gonna give you a rude awakening for you to say that I need me to drug test immediately. Go for it, voice. Bring it on. The voice of reason.
9-8.
Oh, you got it? 9-8?
9-8.
9-8.
Yeah.
How much the roster has changed?
Yeah.
How much has the roster changed?
From last year to this year.
It
What's
really
been
hasn't.
the great acquisition? That Montgomery went somewhere else. So Jamar
Oh, yeah, but
Gibbs
you went
is going to
somewhere
be the
else the year
horse.
before.
Yeah. But let's put it this way. Not too much of a change at the Detroit Lions roster, on the Detroit Lions roster.
Okay.
Forgive me for that one. So
Okay.
for me, the team that went 9-8, maybe go 10-7, or could they go 7-9? Oh, I mean 7-10.
How much has the Packers team changed since last year? Oh, Micah's hurt, by the way. He's not expected back until week 6. How much has the Packers team changed?
There we go. That's the green light for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Who was also 9-8 last year. It's not like they had like a horrible season. This division was still winnable with Chicago winning 11 games last year.
Yeah.
It was still up
they're
for
not going to
grabs.
do this year.
What's that?
Chicago doesn't win 11 games this year. They got the hardest schedule in the National Football League.
Yeah,
and let me tell you something. That really matters.
Yeah, I don't think they repeat the successes of last year. I think that they'll still be pretty good. But we talk about Minnesota last year like they were 1-16. They won 9 games. They were 9-8. You know what I mean? With below average quarterback play, which is the reason why I say the Minnesota thing is not far fetched.
Thank you.
The Lions
are
making the playoffs.
Thank you. But the Detroit Lions are not making the playoffs. Said by Sports Pop here at the Sports Ride Show.
Keep a record of this, y'all. Keep a record of this.
Keep it. I'm going to bring that receipt. You know, boys. I'm going to bring that receipt when it comes in. I'm going to go, woo-wee. He's not making the playoffs. Goodbye, Detroit. Hey, Mike Tomlin, head coach of the Detroit Lions after this season. Mark my words, baby. Oh, you don't think Mike Tomlin could be the head coach of the Detroit Lions, especially if they don't make the playoffs?
He can. I'm telling you, they're going to make the playoffs.
They're not.
Telling you, he will be a head coach somewhere. It's not going to be in Detroit.
No. He won't. Not next year. He won't be a head coach.
Who?
And I'm going to tell you why. Once he lost the 2 pieces of coordinators, that team went down. When he started with the team, I'm talking about PlayStation. When he started the team, they were okay. When those 2 pieces came in, offensive coordinator Johnson and defensive coordinator, forget his name, now with the Jets, even that he's not doing well as a head coach.
Aaron Glenn, yeah.
But Aaron Glenn as a DC, with Johnson as the OC, as soon as they were out, this is what you got. And it's going to get worse this year. So, bye-bye, PlayStation Campbell. Here comes Mike Tomlin, a real coach, coming to Detroit, and that can be the guy that brings the Lombardi Trophy to the Motor City of Detroit with the Detroit Lions.
You know what? I'm about to say something that I don't like, but I think Mike is heading to the New York Jets.
No, I don't think Mike will take that job. I don't think Mike will take that job because they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback.
You know what?
They'll have to draft him.
But he's a brain. He's a proven winner. Why can he bring the Jets, a loser of a franchise? Why can he bring him up? From ground zero. Why not?
I don't know.
He's a proven winner.
I don't know. I don't think the Jets is the place for him.
Oh, wait. It reminds me of Phil Jackson because Phil Jackson went to all the loaded teams. Next. Let's go.
Phil Jackson went and, became the greatest coach in NBA history, hands down.
Just like LeBron goes to all these teams,
loaded teams,
trying to win.
It's a fact.
Same thing. Hey, same thing.
No, he didn't.
He
went to a team that had the greatest player of all times with one that became a superstar, but he was not even an all-star when he came in. So it is what it is. I know it's hatred when you come about talking about Phil Jackson. But anyway, I'm talking about Mike Tomlin going to the Detroit Lions.
To your point of him going to the Jets, I like it because if Aaron Glenn does get fired this year, that means that they will likely have a top 5 pick if they let go of. That means that their record will be so bad that they will have a top 5 pick. And coming out of this collegiate draft, you've got Arch Manning, you've got Dante Moore, you've got Julian Sayin, you've got some good quarterbacks coming out, and that would be Mike Tomlin's.
I'm going to tell you, if you think that Aaron Glenn is going to lose his job, and let's say it happens.
They were talking about it last year.
I'm going to tell you who's
last year.
I'm going to tell you who's going to be the head coach in New York Jets land. Mike McDaniels. Remember my word on that one too.
Oh my!
wow.
No,
he got interviewed last year, so don't be surprised. Knows the division. Very good guy with the offensive, calling the plays. You have a guy like Aaron Glenn. Hall, the running back. Wilson at the wide receiver position. I think they drafted a good tight end this year. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're just that one quarterback away. So that could happen. So remember this. For sure, put it on your betting. Mike Tomlin, new head coach of the Detroit Lions after this season is over.
there are so many receipts I have to keep from this show. I got to
Oh, no. I'm going to bring you mine, and you're going to be like, what? How the hell did you do that?
I gotta write this show down. What episode is this? Is this 70?
Episode 11, season 3, but number 71 overall.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Right.
It'll be here.
I'll make a note. I'm here in the office.
It'll be on our files. Believe me, it'll be there.
I'm gonna put it.
And remember, if this takes place, I'll be playing this thing every single day all over social media.
Hey, listen. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be dropping this thing on Go Wilson Travel, even though it has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna be like, yo, this guy's off his rocker.
Anyway,
Man.
Voice, who you like in the NFC North to win the division this year?
Well, I just said it, man. I know it sounds crazy, man, but I think the Detroit Lions.
That's not crazy. That's the odds in favorite.
It's not. I mean, it's just like everybody when they pick a favorite or whatever, and they criticize them for picking a favorite. That's all good. In my case, they become winners. In your case, Voice, Detroit Lions are going to be losing this year, and they will make the playoffs. And Coach Campbell will be he can sign a good contract with PlayStation. PlayStation Campbell. They can make a nice addition. How not to destroy your team's effort to go to the Super Bowl and make it that game.
Love it.
You know?
Love it.
It is what it is. Hey, Chino, can you hear me? Come over here. Oh, Mr. Wilson, before we leave, you got the Detroit Lions too to win the division?
If I'm going with the dark horse, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, see, he's with me now. I'm convincing somebody.
No, you didn't have to convince me. When I said get drug tested, I was telling you because you said that the Lions were not going to make the playoffs. That's why I was asking for help for you. I was asking for help because I always want to make sure that my friends get the help they need.
I'm going to have lifetime concussion protocol. Listen to this one. My prediction is that the Detroit Lions won't make the playoffs. Coach PlayStation Campbell will get fired, and guess who's going to be the new head coach? Mike Tomlin. After 1 year of the sidelines,
I can already see LCP going to the computer and go, Mike Tomlin, to see who
he decided to play. He's playing with the microphones now.
Oh man,
that's what he's doing.
LCP, what is he doing?
I say that Coach Campbell will be fired by the Detroit Lions after the season. Well, probably before the season is over.
Bro, you have issues with that. This guy just digs. Yo, somebody take the shovel out of his hand.
Those. You have issues with that, coach, bro. Psychological issues.
It's like
LeBron.
It's the reality.
It's a little bit weird, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's not weird.
It's like you know when you like a girl in middle school.
Let's all attack. Look, let's all attack them.
You cost your team. Look, this is coming from a guy that said that I'm here to hurt everybody. Let's start with the receipts really quick, you know? So let's start with that one. Then, in top of it, you know, I am no analyst, you know? I'm just a reporter. I just report the news. Okay? So let's start with the receipts right now. Thank you, Voice, for reminding me. I appreciate you. That's why. You know. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
You know those two receipts right there almost caused the Ryan Clark effect at the Sports Pride Show. But we're not gonna do that. We talked about it already.
This bitch is emotional.
Anyway, you had a team that was supposed to go to the Super Bowl. You are ruined that game by your stupid calling on 4 downs, not once, not twice, 3 or 4 times in the same fucking game, and you caused the city of Detroit and all your players within that organization to miss the Super Bowl. Would they beat the Kansas City Cheaters? I have no freaking idea. But they deserve to be in the Super Bowl before the San Francisco 49ers. Okay? And now, when they lost the 2 key pieces of offensive and defensive coordinator, team didn't look that good. Now you let Montgomery go to Houston. I know Jamar Gibbs is an animal. Don't get me wrong. But I think that 1-2 punch was a very good one. And you decided to replace him with who? Isaiah Pacheco that cannot move anymore? That runs 1.5 yards, but looks like he ran 30 because he wants to run so hard? Yeah, exactly. There we go. Look, this roster is less than last year.
Montgomery was gone last year. He was already in Houston last year.
No. Montgomery played for the Lions last year. He's in Houston for the first time this year.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Montgomery was there last year.
Where, in Detroit?
In Detroit.
The 2025 season.
Yes, last year he was in Detroit. Go check it out while I'm talking about it. He was in there. Now, this is the season that he signed with the Houston Texans. Okay? So, hey, guys, I'm telling you, this Kool-Aid that Diddy Kool-Aid that you guys are drinking about Detroit is going to come into reality. And I'm going to bring a nice-ass receipt to Mr. Wilson and to Lifetime Concussion Protocol. He disconnected the microphone now because I said that.
Dus.
There you go. Anyway, guys, boys got Detroit. You got Detroit also, Mr. Wilson. Once again, umbilical cord, twin flavors for the two of you. And Chino, get us out of here, man. Get us out of here. Because, these two, they got together again, and they made my blood pressure go up to 250. You might have to take me to the emergency room now.
You need to start drinking Sports Pub.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to have to do with this two. But something I'm going to have to do. Come on, Mr. Wilson. I mean, are you getting all serious on me now?
What happened? No.
Look at that. He's dancing. He loves that song.
We got to put you in your place.
And there we go.
Never that.
Hey, to all our fans, thank you for tuning in with us here at the Sports Rise Show, where every sports story belongs to you. Thanks to Listen to the Voices if you want to get in trouble with the Voice Ortiz. Dallas Cowboys neighborhood with Mr. Wilson. Welcome back, nasty little boy. And of course, to make no sense of this show, director, producer, cheerleader, but better known as Lifetime Concussion Protocol, Carlos Flores, better known as Chino. And to our special guest, Wilfred Anthony Gonzalez, better known as Baker Mayfield Jr. To El Profe. I know you were not here tonight, but we miss you. And we know you're doing great things with your coaching career. So that's why he was not here with us tonight. But anyway, once again, keep your engines running. The Sports Rise Show is here.
Okay.